Hello people, this is Ryder here to review the Kamen Rider Revice DX Toysaurus Vistamp. So this is the, at this point, annual Toys R Us exclusive gimmick, to which obviously we're getting into Gotchard at this point, so we haven't had Toys R Us exclusives, to which, unlike being a giraffe, it's just a recolor of the Rex Vistamp. However, with a pretty interesting concept. And obviously, as you can see here, Toysaurus doesn't have an actual form, so it just is Revive, Vice, and Rex genome, which I actually don't mind. I actually like this overall, just for consistency's sakes of the traditional Vistamp boxes and such. And I really do like the color scheme of the box overall. Again, Vistamp stuff there. Photoshopness of Revive with the Vistamp content and such. Oh, alright. And, you know, just how to use it and such. So let's get right to it. So here we have the Toysaurus Vistamp right here. As you can see again, it's just the Rex Vistamp yet again in a different color scheme. That's all it is. So, the marbling, obviously it's still a Revice Vistamp, to which my marbling is definitely a lot better than my Rex Vistamp. Like, I at least have this here, and then like most of my marbling is just on the magnet pad itself, and then like the back piece. But other than that, the back's pretty bare. QR code for Gombarizing, if it actually shows itself. And actually, before we do that, here's a comparison with the Rex Vistamp. As you can see, just it still keeps Revi obviously in the back, but it's just a different color scheme. To which I guess I should try to explain this color scheme. If I recall, I think it's just because it's in the signature colors of Toys R Us. And obviously when we activate it, it's a blue LED, which is pretty neat. And obviously the stamp itself. So obviously, the whole reason why they went with the name of Toysaurus is just because of the fact it's supposed to be a pun on Toys R Us. That hit me. It wasn't hard, but like it bounced back on me and then hit the wall. Obviously, we will use the Revice driver first. Apparently, like the ISO is too high for the Revice driver, but the issue is that I can't have it. From what I'm realizing is that I can't have the ISO too high because then like it's too dark despite having this light. Because you're supposed to have brighter lights and a lower ISO, but I don't know, the camera's not taking it well. I can't even hold this. I don't even remember how we're supposed to frame these. So as you can see, they both coordinate a blue LED, which is pretty neat. And, you know, the jingle's pretty nice. You know, it's pretty, like, fantasy-esque just because of, like, the nature of it and such. I don't get why it doesn't really show up. I don't get it, especially because if we take the Rex Vistamp, it does. Is that the same job? I don't know. Because it's the same, like, stamp pad, and yet, like, it barely shows. Other than that, we have our two general features. It reminds me a lot of like the Spark and Giraffe sounds, which I'm pretty sure is supposed to be the whole point. And then there's the remix, which I do like the remix sound. I don't remember how we handled this. This one will actually do something. Woohoo! Well, I mean, at least finally correctly disconnected. Let's corrupt our Toys R Us's from Macy's. Like, again, like, look how washed out the top of this is. Like, I don't get it. Do I have to face the light in a different direction? That's not gonna help me. I mean, I guess as long as the LED from the Vistamp doesn't get washed out, I guess. So I think if I recall from my first batch of Revice videos, we did the Demon's Driver next, just because of the nature of the toy releases, but we're just gonna change that up, we're just gonna change it up just because of, I'd rather go Ryder order. Plus the demos, we're allowed to actually like change, like whatever order I want it to be. So for inconsistencies, we're only gonna, sorry about that. For inconsistencies, we're only gonna do the restyle, just because two-side driver is more fair because it's technically supposed to be two riders. Plus this has the same finishers in both modes. Appreciate the blue LED. Let's get this done correctly. So it doesn't exactly reference it, but at least it acknowledges it still by coloring it differently, which is pretty neat. Sorry, I've been handling this sloppily. It's just, you know, trying to get it quickly as done as possible. Weapons. Of course you cannot see the LED. Did I show both? I don't think so. Let's quickly see. I genuinely don't remember. No, I didn't. Wrong. I at least understand how to frame this now. Now we have to incorporate this thing, and this is now the reason why I have to grow out this nail so then I can stop this. And I finally realized how to frame this thing too. Because obviously I have to frame it so then you can see the LED back here. How do we do? Did we just do? I think we just did both one per side. I literally do not remember how I filmed these reviews. But yeah, I think that, sorry, I think that covers everything for the most part for this Vistamp that we have up to this date. This one's definitely interesting of the Toys R Us exclusive gimmicks because first of all the camera is yellowing out. Give me my white balance. Come on, where's the whiteness? All right. Like, well, I mean, first of all, it's the first one that's not a giraffe because they're never gonna release the giraffe. I don't know why. The Kieran would have been cool, but I guess they really did not want to release Grease that early. So, I think the only I think for the most part, it's pretty skippable. But the only reason why I remember that I had to get this thing was because of the fact it's compatible with Bard Rex. I think this is one of the last few Vistamps I needed that actually have something programmed in here. Other than that, like, it doesn't really do anything in the Demon's driver. It just says another. Like, yes, it's colored like it, but it doesn't say Toysaurus! It doesn't say, like, I don't know, however Kaiba would say it. But it's just like, it doesn't aggressively say Toysaurus, so. Other than that, like, this one's probably like, well, it definitely is the most interesting. I think if I had to rank the 3 Toys R Us Rayla exclusive gimmicks, this one probably will be last, but like not in like a negative sense. It's just that I really like Sparky and Giraffe and Kieran Scares Kid a lot. Functionality wise, obviously Kieran Scare Kid will be low because it only just activates Old Story Ryder, but I mean I feel like that's why it's a bit higher because I really like that jingle. You know, this one, aftermarket wise, I had to get this one off of buy via Macari. Or no, Macari via buy. Macari Japan via buy just because this thing doesn't show up a lot on Mandarake, but I think whenever it does, it sells for like $20 at best. I don't remember how much I got mine for. I think about $18. That's how much you're gonna have to get this one for, so you know, in the end, out of the variants, this was the only one I was actually willing to get. I know there's other variants, other Vistamp variants, but I guess I should just say, like, Condor, White Whale, Quatasaurus, or whatever. I'm skipping those three, because I don't care for them. So, and obviously there's the there's the China version of the Mammoth Vistamp, but that one doesn't do anything new sound-wise. So, I don't know, I just thought this one was, like, the most worthwhile to get out of the variants, because it works with Bard Rex. Anyways, this video is too long. Now to do this review, this is Ryder, and I'll leave people.